What if the truth set us free? A lightning flash illuminated Alice's face, her blue eyes piercing into Jan's soul. I don't know, Alice. What are you trying to tell the truth about? Jen tried to remain calm. She was, after all, the middle sister. I killed Greg, Alice said calmly. And now I have to kill you too. Are we going to have to put a content warning on this episode? Hi, I'm your host, StonerSteve, and this is Live from My Watch. Apparently the R-rated edition. Well, it's been a long time coming. Might as well get started. This is Live from My Watch. It's a podcast recorded on a smartwatch. I am StonerSteve. We've been over all this. Should we start from the top? This feels... No, just keep going? Okay. It really is a rush job today. What is the hurry with everyone? Oh, you've got another show to do after this? Is it Gary's new sitcom? It is. No, I know, I get it. I brought that little rainbow slug to life. And now he's got a life of his own. And does he ever think of me? No. Not once. Well, maybe in his will. Oh, dead air. Thanks for tuning in. Tonight's episode. We're off to a little bumpy start. I apologize, but I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing. What is that noise? Checking my computer screen. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Getting a voice message from my engineer. After a brief conversation, find out the engine stopped. We're stuck. And worse, we're stuck in a time vortex. Which means... Actually, I don't know what it means. I thought it was a good idea to film a reality show on a time-traveling starship from space. I was offered an upgrade, but I think I would have just would have told this story. We're not going into it. Purple cat alien. By now, I'm sure there's countless fan art. Wait, what timeline is receiving this show? Oh, the Napoleon timeline? No, this show's a flop. Sorry. No, I thought this was... Yeah, I thought this was the Mary timeline. I'm a huge hit there for some reason. Whoa. The ship has come to a lurching stop. Our reserve powers must be exhausted already? What is happening? Who's the captain of this thing? Oh, I am. Okay. Alright. We're going to take a short break. I'm going to have to make my way up to the flight deck. and see what is going on. So let's have a word from our sponsors. Tonight's episode is dedicated to the life and service of Toucan Stan, not related. Obviously, they have different last names. Mrs. Stan wanted to be remembered with the joy that her plumage brought to others. Is it really the dedication? Okay. So, in honor of that, we were all instructed to braid our tail feathers. Mrs. Stan spent her life dedicated to raising awareness. What do you do with your tail feathers used to be a funny gag until the tragic event that brought about all humans growing elaborate and colorful tail feathers. What to do with those? Tripping, falling, blah, blah, blah. Braid them. That was the solution, and Toucan Stan proudly spent her life dedicated to spreading that message. So we dedicate this episode to your honor, Tuki, as your friends called you. This is Stan to the rest of us. Rest in bountiful sleep. The tree fairies and the earth fairies had been at peace for a long time. Too long, according to Gatorana, who mused that a more productive world was a world at odds. The only thing I knew for sure when I landed here was that they didn't have hot dogs in Gatorana. One of the most fearful foes I'd ever come into contact with. An animatronic robin escaped from the Mary Poppins set, the movie. It exists in your timeline too. Anyways, this one got zapped on an electric wire and took on a life of its own. Like natural AI, you might say. It was hushed up, of course. No one talked about it. Gatorana ran the Tree Kingdom. And it was all the elves could do. To keep her happy. Now the ground fairies knew nothing of this, of course. They knew Gatorana had hopped around. But to them it was no more than any other bird. What the ground fairies did know that the tree fairies had been interrupting their trade with the squirrels by way of the tree trunk. The blockade had not been enforced in the tree trunk in over 1,000 years. Surely, most elves and fairies apparently in this universe live for like 500 years, you know. Sorry if I'm a little distracted. I'm riding on the back of a hummingbird. I was sent as a delegate to try to intervene and infiltrate Gatorana's inner circle of hyper-intelligent birds. Secrets which I will reveal, hopefully, when we return after these messages. You're watching Live from My Watch, which is filmed in front of a live audience. Unfortunately, it was filmed at some time in the future, yet to be revealed, so tickets can't be sold. It's a conundrum. You'd think a time-traveling wizard could have figured it out by now after 100 years of broadcasting, but puff a lot, forget a lot. Such is magic. As I hike through the tree branches, I need an awesome soundtrack. Last known survivor, dead in the night. To my time, to my chances. Leaping out on squirrel's back, riding through the branches of a tree. Is another night and is the night and then fight. Waking up to the challenge of a navel. And the one I remember is the lust in the tights. We always will always be gone in a fire. That was pretty epic. We clattered through the leaf doors and skidded to a stop. Thank you, Rainbow Rocket. Thank you, Red Squirrel. What was your name? Frank. Oh, thank you, Frank. No problem. What a weirdo. Oh, nice guy. What are you doing here? Oh, Gatorana. I'm so glad that there was no other guards. Kill him. What? This is the R-rated episode. You already forgot. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I had to kill him with gore. Do I die in this timeline? Beep, boop, beep. Pushing things into my wrist computer. Bloop, 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 bloop. Multiple screens open up before me. Is this going to take long? I'm ready to kill you now. One more second. I don't like it when people hold up fingers. Snip, snap, snip. Ow! Gosh darn it. That was my finger. Red ketchup is squirting into the air because you bit off my finger. You are terrible at this. This episode should not even be rated R. Well, maybe not, but we've still got you. Pew, boop. What is happening? My special little robot friend that I never introduced before, who's now a regular cast member to save a sinking ship, because it's so cute, it just unplugged your cord where you were recharging while I distracted you. And everyone knows that mechanics made before 1978 have to be recharged to 100% or they will die immediately. How did you know that? because I read sci-fi. Mother lover, you are the worst. Blah. Oh, beep, boop, beep, boop. That's right, we won. High five. My cute little robot friend jumped up and high-fived me with their tiny little robot hand. It was adorable. Gosh, I hope AI can come up with something cute. We gotta get these views up or they're gonna cancel me. What? We were still live? I mean, live from my watch. You've been watching a special presentation of Live from My Watch. The R-rated episode. Whoa, it was so edgy and cool, right? Yeah, you should subscribe to me if you like other cool and edgy podcasts like My Favorite Murder or Last Podcast on the Left, My Brother and Me. Yeah. In a future, not far from now, but on a different timeline than yours. I don't know which timeline. You know what? I do know which timeline. Give me a second. I had it here in this folder. It's the Godzilla timeline. It doesn't say which Godzilla. Why? Out of all the church mice in all the timelines I've ever been to, why do you have to be the one that is a fan of Godzilla? I don't know which Godzilla. Yes, there's a photo. No, you can't see it. It is for authorized viewing only. Fine. So which Godzilla is it? Huh. Shin Godzilla. Nice. No, I don't know anything about Godzilla. I'm sorry. Is that a good one? Okay, cool. I feel like Penny in Big Bang Theory. Well, it's a reference I get, so I know it's not cool. You are, for a church mouse, you are mouthy. Where is my water? What are we doing here? How did this adventure start? Am I tripping? Tripping hard. We have to save a dragon? Alright, so let's recap. And our final adventure for the day. We're running long, Church Mouse, so this had better be quick. Don't give me those big mouse eyes. Just a little mouse. Gosh, so cute. Anyways, in this adventure, I have to help this little church mouse to rescue a dragon who is scheduled to be executed tomorrow for treason against the Emperor. There was an uprising with Earth. I may have been involved. It's a different story. Some might even say future blockbuster. Sorry, I'm just hyping up my own movie. Can't I do that? No? Well, thank you, Church Mouse. I didn't ask for your opinion. So, we have to save this dragon. She's set to be executed tomorrow. She, they, they're shapeshifters, so space dragons. What are you gonna do? Hey, Church Mouse, what is her name? Can I just call you CM? CM, what's the dragon's name? I know it's not your name, but I'm just gonna call it because it's shorter. CM. What's wrong with it? It's not putting you down or picking on you. Because you don't like it, I shouldn't call it to you. Not even as like just like an affection between buds. What do you mean we're not buds? I thought we were buds. We're not buds? Why aren't we buds? I hurt your feelings. Oh, I'm sorry, CM. I didn't mean to. What? What did I do? The name. I did the name again. Okay. Listen, I'm so sorry. I will work on that. But, see, I'm trying to tell you. What's the dragon's name? Where are you going? I cannot fit through that space. CM, no, Church Mouse, I can't fit through there. I can't fit through there. Oh, boy. On top of everything, we have to whisper because the priest is sleeping right upstairs. Let's hope this resolves over the break. And now back to the show. The adventure was not resolved by the end of the episode, so this is going to have a part 2. Until next time, this has been Live from My Watch, a podcast recorded on a smartwatch by yours truly, StonerSteve. I've been your host, StonerSteve. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you get your kicks, at Hey StonerSteve on Instagram and TikTok, at StonerSteve on YouTube. I got the handle, baby. One down, more to go. And I think there's still a little Gatorana still in my throat. Until next time, goodbye.